first of all, Blake, I was rooting for you. You should have checked her. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here to discuss episode 4 of Ready to Love season 7. I'm disappointed because nobody went home. I wanted somebody to go home. Disappointed because Andre is gone as well. I had high hopes for him and Cynthia. But it looks like Cynthia is rebounding with Anthony, which is cool because I have not talked about Anthony. So it's like now he's getting back into the mix. So I'm glad Anthony is getting some play from somebody because I don't think the ladies were really cheering for Anthony. After he and Cynthia talked, it looks like or sounds like they will make a cute couple. Both have kids. He has a kid, she has kids. So um, I'm rooting for them. So with Jeffrey and Mark Anthony. I'm just not a fan of Jeffrey. But I have to say, when like I say, she's all about her kids, but it's like she don't give the men or she didn't give Mark Anthony the chance to answer the question about his openness to a woman with kids. It was like Jeffrey beat him to the punch and was like, "Oh, so you good with a woman that has kids?" And of course he said yes, but she didn't really give him the opportunity to answer in full and really try to ascertain exactly what his response was because he was stumbling. He was stumbling on the answer and she helped him out a little bit too soon in my book. It's like that's the answer she wanted, so she helped him get there. Marcy is moving like she already got a man. She ain't really looking for nobody. She's just out here playing because she is not coming across as a woman that's interested. Like she's friend zoning all of these men on this date with Blue. She was only talking about or everything he was interested in. She was like, I don't like that. I don't like outdoors. What you want to go fishing for? Why you want to be at the that's crazy? It's like, girl, like, what you want this man to do? Go to the salon with you? I mean, he's a man. You want to do manly things, and if you want to be a part of their lives, you gotta get on board and just keep it moving. But I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way the way she was just acting better than. And Marcia's one of my favorites, so I was just like, "Girl, you trying to? What are you doing?" But she really moving like she already got a man. It was so cute when Blake brought Sue Ann the little gift. I said, Lord, Blake is really grasping for straws. He knows he doesn't stand a chance with the rest of these ladies. God bless him. But he's trying. I feel I have sympathy for Blake because he's awkward and he can't help that. But he's trying to overcome it, I think. And most folks are not comfortable with this scenario where you're dating multiple people at the same time and they know about each other. That can be awkward for anyone. So I really think that is what is really working against Blake, along with the fact that he's so socially awkward. He's so stringent and just stiff. I don't think this is the right dating environment for Blake. He would thrive in one-on-one situations like most of us. Like we don't want to be openly dating multiple people. A lot of us don't even want to date multiple people secretly because it takes work. It's tiresome to be juggling more than one person. So I empathize with Blake in this aspect, and I hope that he and Sue can find each other, link up, and I think they're a cute couple. I hope they work out if he don't get sent home because Jeffrey is coming for him. Jeffrey is really going out of her way to paint the picture that this man makes her uncomfortable. She even made the statement that when he came over, "Can I speak to you?" She goes, "Oh, now taking me out of my comfort zone." Jeffrey, you are no damsel in distress, and it's evident in how you handled Blake once he got you alone. You were sunning that man. And I'm so disappointed with Blake because he should have handled her more aggressively, but instead, he was sitting there like a child. Like he could not, he didn't want to say the words because it was just so painful to him that he didn't even want to say it because it would, you know, cause him to cry or something. I was like, I knew Blake was awkward, but this just beats all. Like the way he handled that conversation, and he just let her handle him, and she was all about it, baby. She was like, I can't read your mind. Granted, that is the truth, but it was so nasty. It was so nasty the way she handled him. I don't like Jeffrey. And she had the audacity to leave that conversation, go back to Demario and Sue Ann to talk about it, not knowing that Demario is over you now, sweetie. You can kiss Mark Anthony, he's over you. Sue Ann thinks you a liar. But yeah, she was just sitting in there venting, talking about he's controlling a narcissist. Is this man a narcissist? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Somebody needs to check Jeffrey. Somebody needs to check her. And Blake was not strong enough to do it. So now we are still here wondering how much truth was how much of what she said was true. I don't believe any of it was true, but she bullied him and now he looks weaker, and it seems as though there was some truth, or there is some truth to what she said, just in the way that he allowed her to control the situation. I didn't like that. Mm-mm. But the good thing is, look like he has Suan in his corner, and Suan is ready to go to war with Jeffrey about Blake. I think she realized that somebody needs to step up and speak up for Blake because he's not going to do it for himself. And it looks like next episode she really may have to go to blows with Jeffrey because Jeffrey is, it seems like she's antagonizing Suan, but I don't know. We'll see how this episode unfolds because it looks like Suan ain't no shrieking violent herself. So we'll see what happens with that. Morgan is right to be suspicious of his intent because he does move like this smooth operator, just saying what the ladies want to hear. But at the same time, I'm getting this feeling about Morgan. I'm suspicious about whether or not she's secure within herself and if she's needy. You know what I'm saying? I get the impression that she's a little insecure and she's needy. Now she realizes that this is a game. This is what these are the cards you're dealt. You're all dating these folks, and of course you got to give them all attention. But it's like Morgan feels a way that Tony about the fact that Tony is giving other women attention. She claims that he's not giving her enough attention. He may not be. I may be wrong on reading her as being needy or insecure, but what solidified my stance on that was how she responded when Cynthia and Janique joined the cast. She was bothered. She was especially bothered by Cynthia, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see how this season progresses, but I'm getting that feeling that she's a little needy and insecure. I don't know. I like the way she's playing Tony though. Like, don't get too comfortable thinking I'm all about you. And I think she's wanting him to step his game up, which is completely understandable, which is why I like the way she handled that question, name the three sexiest people here. She did not name Tony. She named Marcia, who was the man? Lyndon, and herself. So I'm like, okay, girl, I see you. I like that. Morgan is beautiful. Morgan is a beautiful woman, but I think there's something underneath, some insecurity or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see. Mario and this little tongue action was so nasty. It was gross. It was gross. It was not sexy at all. And it was him getting jealous when Jeffrey kissed Mark Anthony. Like he really act like a little boy in that moment, talking about it was a turn off and she had no self control and you do think you are like I don't know. He was given that serious toxic masculinity energy in that moment. Like it's not like she stuck his her tongue down his throat. It's not like she even it was her idea to kiss him. It was just a part of the game. And you can even tell. I can't believe I'm taking up for Jeffrey, but you could tell she was pulling back. It ain't like they exchanged bodily fluids. She just gave him a peck. Of course, Mark Andrew was trying to go in, but Jeffrey did exercise some restraint. but Demario was so freaking jealous that it was ridiculous. So yeah, Mark Anthony is playing the game right. He is not going to let anyone put him in a corner in a box or link him with one particular person. He is adamant about getting to know these ladies and not just, hitching his wagon to the first one, which is why he handled that whole foot rub thing appropriately. Like, I got two women that I'm interested in. Both of them getting foot rubs today. Corvea took full advantage of the fact that Demario was in his feelings and his ego was a little bruised when Jeffrey kissed Mark Anthony. So she took it upon herself to kind of boost his ego, make him feel good, give him some compliments in their little one-on-one conversation. I just feel like she was milking it. I don't feel like Corvea is authentic. Corvea realizes that Demario is her only chance because the other guys are not feeling Corvea like that. They don't like, they say that she is not authentic. They're getting her representative. They don't feel like she's open. And I think out of all of the ladies, she is the least open. Just in terms of talking about herself. Now, in her confessional, she discussed how, her mother gave her tough love that came, she was raised in a low income family. That was the most vulnerable or most open I've ever seen her, and that was in the confessional. I am curious about the tough love. I think it was tougher than she let on. She packaged it as though her mother encouraged her to get out, get out early. I wonder if her mama didn't pull her out when she was 18 and be like, okay, babe, it's time to fly. You on your own, spread your wings. I believe it was something like that as opposed to, how she tried to pretty it up. I believe Corvea been taking care of herself for a long time. That's why she want a man that can take care of her. Morgan and Lyndon seem to be connected. That's cute. I mean, like Morgan is a beautiful woman. Lyndon is one of my favorite men on the show. So I'm with it. But I don't know if that's going to be a good match because although he's a bar manager, he is out at night. I don't think Morgan can handle that. I don't think she's strong enough, security wise, esteem wise, to be able to handle that. And that's the first thing she mentioned, like in one of the first episodes, when she found out, he worked in the nightlife. So although it's a cute little look for the both of them, I don't think Morgan can handle that. I don't think she's strong enough. So Tony is talking to Janique now. Janique is being vulnerable, open. And what does Tony have? What did he offer in that moment? Not a dang on thing. That man is so surface. This girl cried, talking about how, basically she wants her partner, right? And she's been single for a long time. And she cried. And Tony was just like, oh, let me hug you. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Like he needs to go home. He needs to be in the bottom. He's not ready for love. He's just here observing. He's just here observing. He's not vulnerable with them. He's not sharing anything intimate about himself. He's just there trying to be sexy. Trying to be sexy. All right, so the men are trying to figure out who's gonna go home, and of course Corvette is in the bottom again. I'm so ready for her to go home. I don't know who I want to go home first, her or Jeffrey. But I have to say, the ladies that were in the bottom three deserve to be in the bottom three, including Marcia, because like I said, Marcia out here moving like she already got a man, and she just socializing. Mario was, fighting for his life, trying to save Corvette, baby. He was ready to use that lifeline. And Mark Anthony was like telling him, dude, it's too soon. Try to connect with another woman. Why you ready to use it right now? It's still a lot of us here. Let's wait till we get down to like the last 4, 5 couples before you try to use this lifeline. And of course, it ends and we do not know who or if anyone is going home. So we got this cliffhanger. Everybody's going to be tuning in next week because I can't wait. I hope, well, we know Jeffrey didn't go home because we saw her in the preview. We don't know about Suan and not Suan, Lord, Marcia and Corvea. Well, I hope it's Corvea instead of Marcia. But Marcia gonna have to move different in how she moving because I guess she's just trying to save herself for Tony. He seems to be the only one that she's kind of all soft and mushy with. These other guys, she's dabbing them up and talking about what she don't like. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts on episode 4. It was a good episode. I think each episode is going to progressively get better and better. I'm excited about that. So I will see y'all in the next video, my next reaction to episode 5, and check out my other videos, guys. I'm here. Check me out. Thank you for watching. Bye.